Okay, Meg is priming. We went ahead and painted ahead of time, as you saw, but we always intended on coming back and then priming and painting over all those nail holes too. So we just added, Meg, point to the piece of trim we just added.
Right here.
See right there?
And right there.
And right there, so the front and back. So like everything else on a house, the soffit wasn't perfectly square. So some pieces were 11 and a quarter. I mean, to be honest, we were off by like a ½ inch by the end of the run. So I just trimmed it, and you could see down here the problem. So see, when you look out, hold on, the sun's in the way. When you look at it, see those gaps? It covers up those ugly gaps and makes it look more finished, kind of camouflaging it. But so Meg's priming that, and we're getting to a point where we can go ahead and spray. So I think she's coming down a couple inches, and then we will spray white. But we're gonna do the top edges by hand because we don't want the spray getting into the screen up underneath. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Good job, Maddie. Maddie's loving the new bed. She is sprawled out. She's in heaven. Yes, she does. You look comfy, don't you, honey? Look at that. Working like a champ. She's almost asleep. Aww. All right, I'm using, so if you remember, we cut the pieces of oak yesterday and painted them, and I'm actually working on now the back soffit. I got a couple in here now. I'm gonna make the full run and then do the same thing with the trim. And I had these, I almost burned them last night because we had a little campfire, and this is oak, and it's awesome fire starter at this size. But then I looked at it, I was like, that would be an awesome little trim piece. So it's about a 1/4 inch thick and maybe a ½ to 3/4 inch wide. And yeah, this stuff just goes up with staples and does a good job. I got a couple of them. Hopefully I got enough to do the whole thing. So that's what we use for the little trim here. All right, I'm gonna keep cutting away and finish up this whole row of batten. Or not batten, I'm sorry. Finish up the whole row of soffit.
So back in the winter time, when it was cold, John built this out of some scrap metal that we just had laying around.
Literally?
To protect, yeah.
It was in the woods.
To protect the pressure tank for our water. And this helped protect it from the elements. And we also put a lamp in here to give it just we also put a lamp in here to give it just a little bit of heat that kept it inside, and we wrapped it in a blanket. But now the time's come to take it off, and we're gonna build something more permanent around the tank.
Yeah, believe. I'd really like to redo this stuff. I gotta clean that. That's the sediment filter. Okay, and we frost-proofed all the pipes. We're using PEX, but it's kind of just like bungeed in place right now. So I'd really like to get this thing positioned properly in the room and have some of the maybe put something right next to the pressure tank, kind of like a small wall, similarly to what I did with the electric box. Just have something standing here so that this filter can go on it. A couple different things. There's a valve here, there's a valve here, there's a shut-off ball valve here. This is the whole T-assembly down here. So anyway, we wrapped up the tank, we wrapped it up again, and then we wrapped a tarp over everything, and then we had this metal box on it, essentially. And then, cold nights, I took this lamp, put it right here next to all the important stuff, all the T-junction here. See, the water comes up out of the ground here and goes through here. This is a series of, this is the electric that powers the pump, but this is a pressure switch that tells this to send power to the pump. And then it goes through here. This is just an emergency drain if you need one. This is a check valve. This tells you the pressure of the tank. And then you could shut it off in case you need to clean the filter, which is what I'm gonna do. That looks pretty nasty. Why is this all rusted? Darn. And all this is in PEX, so I don't know if I'm gonna be taking this all apart and moving it like in the corner, since I can spare some room and get it closer into the corner, save some floor space. Or I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, but. So the other thing I did ahead of time was put this thing in here too. So this goes right to the septic tank. This is a pressure tank. All this does is it pressurizes the water, so when you turn on the faucet, you're not telling the pump in the well to turn on. This thing, as long as it's between 60 and 40 psi in the pressure tank, which this thing is reading right now, it will deliver water without any need for the pump underground to turn on. Now, if this thing drops below 40 psi, this thing detects that, switches some relays in here, and then the power to the well pump turns on, and then you'll see this gauge go up to 60, at which point this is like, whoa, 60, that's my limit, it shuts it off. And then the pump is off, and this just sits here pressurized. So you're always, in your house, you're always having a variable 40 to 60 psi. All that needs, you could put a hose on this valve here, open it up, and it flushes this whole thing out. That's pretty gnarly looking. That's why the water's been tasting a little funky, I think, Meg.
There's daisies in the orchard.
This is going to be the first part.
This is going to be our driveway, guys. So we're on the back of the shed, okay? And we've done a property tour before, and the plan evolves, and you know. But anyway, this is the back of the shed. The driveway goes right by it, and we formed this trail. We kind of revived this trail after a long time of not being used. But from my tractor going in the woods, getting trees, to just driving around on it with the tractor, we've brought it back, and now there's no weeds on it. It's nice, and it's not as wide as we need it to be. So what we're gonna do, if you look up this way, we want it to be about 9 feet wide, the driveway at least.
We're gonna cut it to like here.
Yeah, we're gonna cut out. That's the high side there. We're gonna cut that material and push it into there and crown it a little bit. Dig a ditch down that side so it doesn't wash out the driveway. So this is cool though. So here's where we are. This is our garden, right? You've seen that. Okay, but right over here, we're gonna walk, and this is really cool because I think you guys are used to seeing this in the winter time. Nice creek here, well established. It's been running for a long time. It's kind of dry right now, but well, actually there's some water flowing through it. Not much, but there's some movement there. Go ahead, what's up, girls? Yeah?
Okay, let me get ready. All right.
Cool.
I want to put jump over there. No.
Alright, so. But I mean, how's that for your driveway? And this is one of the reasons we're going. We could make the driveway shorter by, I don't know if it would even be worth it. It just wouldn't have all this character. Like, imagine coming home and driving through your own private road like this. And this is what we're going after here. Hold it still, Claire. Let me focus. Alright, so we have these growing all over the place. And Clara, I told Clara, let's go pick a vase for Mommy. And Autumn was very excited about it too. So I got the 0 turn, the ZT1 here, and I was cutting. Looks nice. It's due. Like, look, I cut here and not here. See how long it is? Look. Okay. So before the kids pick all of them, our persimmons are still not budding. They're probably stressed out just like the walnut was. So, all right. So here's all the daisies. We're gonna pick some daisies for Mom. Meg, what do we got here? Native in our Virginia woods.
So this past weekend we went on a boat tour.
Lake Jocassee.
Lake Jocassee. And our tour guide taught us about this plant. And when she showed it to us, I said, I just took a picture of that plant on our property. And she taught us what it was. It's called spice bush. And if you rip off these leaves and you kind of go like this, they smell so good.
Let me smell. Maybe I can describe it.
You can, it's kind of like
it's
allspice smell, maybe?
Allspice and citrus.
Yeah, and
right?
citrus. Like
Definitely
a
a
citrusy
lemon.
allspice. And it's edible. You can use it in tea. And I was researching it on our way home and found out you can actually make ice cream out of it. And you can also use the twigs and the bark for teas and other things as well. So, and we have a lot of it on the property because in the early spring, it's one of the first flowering trees. And they have these little yellow buds on them.
I think I've taken a picture of it.
I've taken a picture of it too, so I'll put it in right here. That's what they look like during the very early spring. And then they actually have berries, but the birds really, really like the berries. So if you want to use them for something, you got to get them quick because the birds eat them quick, but those are also edible.
And the berries are a quick turnaround, so you can't pick them and like let them sit around. You got to pick them and eat them, cook them, whatever. It's all pretty much edible. So this is a Native American delicacy, or just kind of like a tea.
Just a useful
I don't want to say
plant.
delicacy because that's usually a treat.
Yeah.
But this is
like a
something,
rare thing.
yeah, that they made just like how we have black tea today. They used spice bush
It smells so good.
to dry. They use the bark, and they also use it for medicine. So we researched it a lot. We've identified this one. We're going to give it a shot. And I don't know if it'll be in this episode or not, but
I want to try the ice cream. The
We'll
ice
give you-
cream, you actually use sour cream with it.
yeah.
And it sounds really good. It's supposed to be like a winter thing, like on a Christmas type menu.
Yeah, it smells like something like that. Like it would go well with evergreen scents. You know?
Yeah.
So cool. We're gonna try, I think, tea first with this, right?
Are we?
Yeah, we'll do some tea with it. Maybe we can make a spice bush yarrow tea.
That would be cool.
Meg has been working on the shed, doing like around the corners and stuff. And I told Meg, let me go get the sprayer. This thing's been sitting in the garage and now it's in our storage unit. We've had this for a few years. Kelly and Dave, Meg's sister, let us take this a few years ago in case we needed it. So we brought it back, and it was probably sitting around for a number of years getting kind of crusty. So we just primed it. So I put water in this thing. It's not too hard. I mean, it comes out here. You could prime it with this switch here, and you could adjust the spray intensity with this knob. But I got it spraying out water now in a fan pattern. So yeah, we'll try to get this thing and then clean it up good when we're done. But we're gonna hit this with primer first. So now, Meg, what we want to do, we want to eliminate the water and take this hose and put it into the priming, or the primer, right into the bucket. Hey Carmen, is this gonna be your new life now? Just sitting in the dog bed? Carmen? Is that you now? You got your stick? Okay. Maddie, what happened to you? Maddie just yelped, and we're trying to find out why. We think maybe she got stung. Whoops, got a little spill there. So hey, the sprayer worked really good. I just cleaned it out. I know it doesn't look like it, but believe it or not, it's clean. And I just sprayed like probably 10 gallons of water through the hose, and I wanted to, whoops, show you. She's looking good, huh? Look at that.
Me?
Yeah, you, not the shed. You're looking real good, Meggie. All right, so Meg, what she's doing now is finishing up the fascia, the soffit, the areas that I didn't want to get too close with the sprayer and overspray, and especially get it on the new roof. That wouldn't be good. So we played it safe. We're doing it this way. So remember, guys, this is just a primer. We just had them tint some kills too, and it's great. So what I'm gonna do is probably head up there on that eave, and I'm going to be hitting the, I don't even want to, what is that, the eave board, the eave trim. I'll be hitting that with primer, and then we got a big task ahead of us because we got to caulk all these battens.
Ugh.
And it's going to be something. So
It's gonna take longer than painting.
probably.
Caulk it all.
Yeah, Meg was surprised how quick you could spray a what do you think, Meg? You got comments on that?
Well, I was trying to film you and I couldn't keep up. It was so fast. Like what took you 45 minutes, an hour would have taken me like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
I've never seen a sprayer in action, and that was just,
yeah, that's pretty,
wow.
Pretty epic.
That is such a time saver.
Yeah, it really is.
Like if you're doing a big painting job, rent one of those.
Yeah.
Or buy one. It's worth the time.
You could almost take your lunch break and do it.
I was amazed at how fast that was.
Yeah.
I need more paint.
Well,
Do you like this?
do I like what? Autumn's little paint cup? Daddy, Mommy, can we help? Yeah, sure you can help. I'd love for you to help. 5 minutes later, we're cleaning up all their paint. But hey, Meg, did they have fun?
I asked them.
Ask them.
Sure. They wanted to help. We let them paint the areas that were already painted.
Put,
All right, John told me to get the camera. I'm not really sure why. Let's see. Yeah, it's going.
Meg, permission to pursue?
Do I have a choice?
Clara, hold Carmen. Okay, good. So, stop. Okay? I'm a little nervous. So, this is a very misunderstood animal. Can you, don't scare it, okay? I need it to be calm. This is a very misunderstood animal. This is a rat snake. Oh, you're so pretty. Look at it.
I'm trying to find it.
It's right in front of you.
I am. I'm trying to find it on the screen.
Okay, don't get too close. I don't want it to be panicked. It's probably trying to climb up this dogwood. Alright, so that's a rat snake. So, you want these things on your property, guys. Alright, he's smelling me now. Okay. She's a very gentle snake. Very misunderstood.
Let me get it.
She feels
Let me get
like
a close up.
She feels like silk.
I bet.
I want to pet her.
Hold on, guys. I have no idea what's going on right
John,
now. Okay.
Maybe just let her go now. Just let her do her thing. No? You gotta touch her again? Okay.
I don't know if it's a male or female, what it is. I gotta get used to these things. I really want to.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
How
How cool
does
that
it
is.
go up like that?
Isn't that cool? She
I
feels
gotta zoom out. I'm
amazing.
missing it.
Like, it's just so smooth. It's a very beautiful, peaceful animal. These things, I'm not a professional. I just know what kind of snake this is. If she bites me, she has every right to. I just want to point it out to you guys. This is just a very misunderstood animal, and
Let me zoom in.
it's just after a frog or a mouse or a rat. It's trying to live just like we are, and this is really cool. Very, very peaceful. So you could tell these apart from venomous snakes. This snake has round, look at its eyes. Can you get onto the eyes?
I'm trying. It's moving a lot.
Okay. I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with her. You gotta...
I'm trying.
Okay, it's fine.
All right, I got it.
See
I
her
got
eyes?
it on the eye. Yeah.
See the eyes? Round pupil eyes.
That means it's not venomous.
That even my 8-year-old knows that's not a venomous snake. North America, most snakes that have round pupils are not venomous. Other exciting news, that really ugly apple tree that we almost took down is fruiting.
We have apples.
We have apples. Let me find
Little
one.
tiny apples. I see one.
Yep, right there.
Yeah.
There's my hand for
See if I
reference.
can. Thank you. Whoops.
Can I grab? Well, this would be a good place for that snake.
There it is.
There we go. Can you see it, Maggie? There.
Yep. There's our little apple.
There's an apple, baby. We're gonna caulk. See all the board and batten here, guys? All this. See them all? I don't want water running down and going in here, and then when it's raining really hard, you look inside the shed and all of a sudden the interior boards are wet, they start rotting. Not a good combination. So is it worth caulking all those? I think so. I think it kind of, yeah.
I'll ask you that again at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm better at caulk than you. We each have our strengths and weaknesses. One of my strengths is caulk, and one of your weaknesses is caulk. Oh man.
I mean, that's about all we can do, right?
I can't see what you did. Well, that's not too bad. You did all right.
I think that's about all we can do. Like, no. But anyway, I mean, that's all we can do. Your finger's gonna be raw. You might want to consider...
Alligator tape.
I have alligator tape.
You do?
Yeah.
Where are you putting
I have it right
there?
here. Here, let the pressure off and then it doesn't ooze out.
Let's share what alligator tape is.
Okay, this is alligator tape, people.
Alligator
Looks like hockey tape. But if you're a jeweler like Meg and I were before we decided we didn't want to be anymore, alligator tape is meant for jewelers to, well, it's pretty dry, but it's a little tacky and you wrap it around your fingers like this, and then when you're working with silver or whatever metal you're working on, it prevents your fingers from getting burned from all the polishing. It's just kind
of like extra skin.
Yeah, and it's just kind of, it feels like tack cloth. You got to peel a little off because it was sitting in my truck. But it's just very thin, sticky stuff that you could just make fingertips or whatever. If you're constantly using a section on your skin and you want to protect it, use this stuff. Or hockey tape.
I wonder if it's a product that's only used in the jewelry industry or it's used elsewhere.
It's called General Bandages Incorporated. GeneralBandages.com. There you go.
Alright, now we have a little bit of a snake issue. Snake is trying to get under the camper.
Alright, he's coming out now.
He's coming out?
Yep. I got him to come out the same hole he went in.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's probably really mad. I don't want him under my camper.
And that's the same one from this morning?
That was just, yeah, this guy.
Where's its cut on its back?
It's right here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay. Alright, go find somewhere in here. There's lots of squirrels for you. Heart's going a little bit after that snake. That was a big one. My goodness. I'm looking for a tape measure. Because, like, what else is new? Looking for a tape measure. So the snake went up against this board right over here, and I got a good shot that its head to its tail was, see this board right here? It was exactly that long. So now I can measure this board and see how big that snake was. Let's see. 5'8". That's cool. 5'8". That's how long it was. It was going right by here, and then it kept going. It knew it was being followed, and it went into this little hole right here. That's our waste pipe. Comes out of the underskirting. So I was able to grab him, and then he eventually, I convinced him to come back out, and he went around this way. At which point I grabbed him and started handling him, and then we relocated him back in the woods. Meg, what'd you call yourself?
The Caulk Master?
The Caulk Master.
This
Hey,
alligator
hey,
tape.
Caulk Master, can you get that gap that you just missed? Let me see. Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Caulk Master. Mm-hmm. Let's see Meg's technique.
Ready?
Let's see it, Meg. Impress everyone. No pressure.
It's gonna be one of those satisfying to watch videos.
Man, I want to tickle your armpit so bad.
Don't.
So, what's going on?
The dogs are barking.
Yeah?
Snake came back again.
The same exact snake. Look at him. He's on the dog bed. He crawled up to the dogs. Yeah, I hear you. It's the same snake. It has the same wound. See that wound right there on the back? What in the world are you doing, bro?
It's okay, girls.
Oh, here, take this.
Hold on. Okay.
I mean, this is comical at this point.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna move him again.
Should we take them in the car and like put them really far away?
I don't know. Come on, bud.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, Maddie, stay away.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure, John. Ready.
Can you put the lid on him? Can you put the lid on? Now? Just, he's gonna slide in there now. So, we're en route down the other side of our road. We are going to bring the snake way at the end of the road. There's a nice creek, pretty big one, and we think it's far enough he's not going to find his way back. It's about, I don't know, between a little more than a mile or so. I'm amazed. I mean, I walked that thing down probably a good 200 yards away, and it didn't take very long, and he was back. But he's kind of a menace now because he slithered right up to the dogs. I don't know if he was eyeing up the dogs or what, but I don't doubt those rat snakes would try to take on a bigger animal like that. You think they would hurt the dogs, that snake?
I don't know.
You don't know? I don't want to find out. Do you?
Nope.
I mean, so I measured that snake, girls.
Yeah.
It's longer than Mom is tall. Like if you laid Mom down on the ground and put the snake next to her long ways, it would be just as long as she is.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that crazy?
No, it is crazy.
Okay, let's park on the side here. Okay. Oh, geez, he came out. He's out of the truck.
Where
This
is
is
he?
unbelievable. How'd he get out of there?
Where
He's
is he?
gone. He's right there. He just crawled out of the truck. How did he get out of there?
I have no
Let me see
idea.
the camera. How did he get out?
He's so fast.
Look at him. I didn't even let him out. He's gone. How in the world did you do that, buddy? All right, so there's a big creek. Let's go show him the creek. Say bye, girls.
Bye, little snake.
Little snake, that's a big snake. Look at him go. Okay.
I thought you said we were going to lead him to the...
Well, the creek goes over there. He's headed right for it. I don't think he wants to be bothered anymore, guys. We don't need to touch him anymore.
Can we investigate how we got out?
Maybe.
That snake.
The snake got out somehow
Or was it
and crawled through this hole. I opened the door to get out. Huh?
What is that?
I don't know, it's a bug. I opened the door to come get this tub to let him out, and I saw him crawling through here down. How in the world How did he get out of there? I mean, it was still locked. Ooh, there's a good spider in there. Look at that spider.
Would I eat it?
No. That's one of those jumping spiders. Let's get him out of here too. All right. He's gone too. So we went up to the shale pit. That's what we have as far as our shale goes on the property. And we have an endless supply, it seems, of slate bluestone. And then we have this sandstone stuff here too, which is all over the place in the ground. And that stuff I can use my jackhammer and create brick-sized pieces like that, which are nice and thick. Those are, they come out in about like 3/4 of an inch, maybe a 1/2 inch. So it would take more of those to fill up the side. But with those, I don't know. I like the blue color, but I like the size of those. So I got plenty of those. Let me go show you what the jackhammer did. It's not too far off over here. Oh, favorite part of the day, nice and cool. All right, so right down here at the beginning of the driveway, I'm fighting with this big outcropping of sandstone. I'm gonna be going nuts on it with the jackhammer, and I'll either use this stuff as road base for right here, this section, or, I mean, I can use it for the shed there, for the bottom, just to finish it off. We are going hardcore on the caulk. It's coming along nicely. Unfortunately, we're running out of day here, and we're going to continue over the next few days to get this thing caulked and painted. You'll see the final product probably on the next episode. So stay tuned, guys. We're almost there on the shed. I just added that piece. Doesn't that look good? The piece right there, the rib. I like it. So if we hit this real quick, that sends water into that hose. Why is it making that noise? Like it's on. Oh, when I whoa! Oh. Oh.
Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Let me get it in high def. Come on.
Okay. It's caulk day.
Caulk day.
Caulk day. We have a lot of caulk. Probably not enough. We have a lot of seams to caulk.
Oops.
Fail.
Outtakes. Outtakes number 2.
I'm not gonna be able to cut it.
No.
No.
Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we will cut it on take 2, I guess. So, probably do a batten in 1 squeeze. Question is, how many squeezes does a tube? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? 1, 2, 3. Meg, you're doing a really good job.
Thanks, John. I'm trying.
I don't like that one. You can do that one. All right, how much have I got? Hopefully this is enough.
I hope I got your jump on camera.